Let's go, Rider Nation.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's a feeling now. Hit 'em high, hit 'em low. 'Cause we're dealing now. Everybody's giving it all they got. 'Cause we're ready.
Joining me here for a special Piffles podcast, one of the Riders' biggest stars, receiver Kian Schaffer-Baker, KSB. Thanks for your time today.
Yes, sir. Pleasure and an honor to be here with you here today.
Of course, you have the final game of the regular season coming up on Saturday, and we know the situation. It may or it may not mean something in the standings. Of course, that depends on the game previous. But how is the team and how are you approaching this game? Is it any different than any other game?
No different from any game that we've faced this season. You know, the only thing that Coach Mace has been emphasizing going into this week is just going 1-0, and that's all we can control. All we can focus on is all the controllables that we could take care of, and just coming in and doing the things that takes no talent. It's still coming into work every single day and working our tails off and doing all the preparation that goes into it. And the job is not done yet. We still got regular season to finish up and then playoffs onto that. But it starts this week just going 1-0, taking care of our business.
Now, is there any talk maybe in the locker room about the what ifs if, based on the Winnipeg result?
Yeah, everyone's going to be talking about the what ifs and whatnots and what can happen. And honestly, I haven't even heard anything really going on in our locker room. That's all speculation for the fans and podcasts and radio. That's for all you guys to talk about and worry about. Us, we just got to come in and focus on our job. And again, that's just going 1-0 this week.
You caught your first handful of touchdowns in the CFL from Cody Fajardo. You sending any text to him this week saying, hey, you want to do us one more solid?
Oh, yeah, he'll definitely get a little text from me. Getting a little motivation just to work a little harder this week. But, you know, I've always just had such an enjoyment watching him do his thing and everyone across this league, you know. But he'll definitely get a text from me to go out there and whoop their butts.
This game, you guys are wearing the Obsidian jerseys second time. You were the one who got to debut the whole look to the team in the auditorium. What was your reaction when you saw it yourself before the rest of the team saw it?
Yeah, well, sadly, we kind of did like a photo shoot prior to that happening, so I kind of knew what it was going to look like. But, man, putting on those jerseys for the first time and just looking in the mirror, you knew on game day we were going to come out with a whole different type of swagger. So that's the same thing that's going to be happening this Saturday. We're going to be looking good. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you play good. And when you play good, now they got to pay good. So
I love that. And all the guys in the on the team, they love I love this new logo and alternate look.
Yeah.
Everybody else seemed on board with it?
Oh, yeah. Everyone loves it. I know we've heard a couple of things from people who maybe sit in the nosebleeds that they can't see the numbers too well, but screw it, we look good. That's all that matters. As long as we look good in that money green.
This season for you guys, it's been up and down, streaky a little bit. We know about the fast start, the slump in the middle, and now you're playing probably your best football of the year at the right time. Has the vibe in the locker room changed at all throughout the season, even with that middle part of the year?
You know, that's been one of the biggest testaments to this team is, you know, despite all the trials and tribulations and all the adversities that we had to go through, not once did anyone on this team kind of turn their backs or look in a different direction or hit the panic button. I think all that has just ultimately brought us all closer together, and that's just made us more hungrier to come out here and keep chasing and striving for what we're trying to chase. And that's to be playing November 17th, holding that cup up above our heads. But again, that just starts one day at a time. Even if something doesn't go our way, we know that we got to come in, learn from it, and just get better from it.
Well, and even then, a lot of those games were one play here, one play there. You were in every single game. It's not like you guys were, getting beat up or anything. Exactly. But what did you guys learn from yourselves as a team from that?
Yeah, that we got fighting us. We ain't ever gonna quit, even when our backs are against the wall. We're still gonna come out swinging, and just the tightness of this group and the cohesiveness. We've just been through so much, and that's honestly like just built the strongest bond amongst all of us. And some of those have been some of our greatest experiences. They say like some of your hardest times in life will end up being your greatest blessings when you look back on them. And at the end of the day, I think we're all thankful for everything that we've been through this season. Everything happens for a reason, and I don't think we change any little bit of it. And it's led us to this point here, and we're excited for where we're at.
Now I look at this team, I see the epitome of next man up. Every team talks about it, but you guys are walking the walk on that. But specifically with the receiver group, because of the injuries, we've seen, of course, you, Sam Emilis, Mitch Picton, Sean Bain, Jareth Stearns, guys that we've known about. But we've also seen Keyshawn Johnson step up, become a star in this league. Dante Myers was lighting it up before he got hurt. A Joe, Del Duncan Busby stepping up. What do you make of the receiving group in that locker room right now?
Yeah, it all comes down to just want and again hunger. Like even some of our youngest guys and first year guys, they're some of the ones that are staying back the longest and asking us veterans how they can be better and what they can be adding to their game. And it takes all 12 of us really, and not even just 12 of us on the field. It's going to take all 65 of us off the field too, just helping each other out and taking little things from each other's games. And man, this receiving core is definitely the best in the league, no hands down. And we're going to keep growing and flourishing and learning through it. And again, that stuff helps from having a veteran quarterback in Trevor Harris, who's been around for a long time and seen every single defensive look that he's going to get, and him just breaking stuff down for us. And Coach Mueller, he's done a phenomenal job in teaching all of us. And that's why I feel like every single player has been able to step into that position or role. And Marquay McDaniels, he's one of the best receiver coaches in the game for sure too, because he's played so long in the CFL. So he's got so much knowledge and tools for us. He just has us prepared. And when we go out there on game day, we don't even have to think, we just act.
I was actually going to ask you about Marquay next. For you personally with him, he's a Grey Cup champion as well too. What has he done as a coach to get the most out of you?
Yeah, he knows exactly what it takes to get to that next level and what it takes to be a champion. And that's something he challenges us with every day is, what are you doing working towards that goal? Because it's not just going to happen just like that. It's all these little things that you got to be doing and stacking each day and just laying a brick at a time so perfectly. It's not just trying to build a wall as fast as you can. You got to lay each brick perfectly down, knowing that at the end of it, you'll have a nice brick wall at the end of it. And, he's on us every single day, just pushing us to be the best versions of ourselves. And that's something we're all just grateful for.
Now, same question, but with Corey Mace. What has Coach Mace done in his first year as head coach to elevate your game?
Yeah, Coach Mace, he's honestly, along with being a coach, a head coach, and someone that I can learn from, not even just on the football field, but just from life. He's a big bro, a role model in my life. And he's just the way he attacks life and everything he does. Just his effort, his enthusiasm, his want, his desire, everything. The energy he brings is contagious, not just for me, but for everyone in this locker room. And, just all the little values and morals that he's instilled in us. He's made not only just us players better, but he's made this whole organization better. He's made the whole community better. And he's only just starting. So I can't wait to see what is going to be down the road. But again, we're here in this picture right now, being where our feet are. And every day he's encouraging us to just build it. Don't ever get complacent with where we're at, with what we've done, and just keep building. No hard feelings, just hard work. That's one of my favorite sayings from him. No hard feelings, just hard work.
Now, I know when players get in the zone, you're focused on the game. Almost, I don't want to say too much, but outside of the office, outside of the field, outside of the film room, when you go home, is there a way that you like to just kind of like just shut everything off, just relax? Are you, a Netflix guy, or are you just putting on some tunes and just vibing?
Oh
Like
yeah.
what are you
If
doing
I'm
to kind
trying
of
to
keep the
relax, I'm
mind?
definitely putting on some reggae music and I'm just jamming and vibing out. I'll have it cranked full max in the house and I'll just be dancing around the whole house.
Here at the Piffles podcast, we have our campaign going. You can see the sign behind me. I have one right here as well.
There we
Rolan
go.
Milligan. Yes,
Put the O in MOP.
absolutely should be the most outstanding player this year. We have the
Hands
campaign going
down.
on social media. You go against him every single day in
Every single
practice.
day. Oh
Just
yeah.
how good is this guy?
The best in the world, honestly. And going up against him every single day is a blessing in itself. Being able to go up against the best in our league, not only at his position, but in everything he does, at being a DB, being a special teamer, being a role model, being a father. Everything he does, he attacks it as if he's an MOP. It's not just on the field that Roland's MOP. It's everything he does, he's an MOP. So he's someone that not only, again, I look up to, I think every single guy in this locker room looks up to him. And he's not going to be the most vocal guy, but you could definitely just look at him and watch what he's doing, and you're going to learn and understand what it takes to be at that level.
I find that this team maybe has a lot of those kind of quiet leaders. Someone like Roland, who's not the most vocal guy. Logan Furland as well too. How does that mesh in the locker room with the vocal guys and the non-vocal guys?
Yeah, I think it meshes perfect. You definitely don't need everyone giving their opinions, and everyone's entitled to one, but at the end, it comes back to what Coach May says. There's no hard work. There's no hard feelings, just hard work. At the end of the day, you're going to look at the guy beside you. He's going to be giving everything he's got to be the best version of himself, not only for himself, but for the whole team. So whether it's someone saying so, you already know what the culture that has been instilled amongst every single one of us is. We're coming in every single day to be the best version of ourselves and spread that love amongst all those around us too.
You mentioned Trevor Harris a little bit earlier. What's it like having a veteran quarterback like Trevor that's seen everything in this league that can offer, guiding this offense, which is year one of a new offensive scheme, and seeing him playing at the level that he's playing? Like how important is it to have a veteran guiding you guys?
So important, especially in times like this too, when playoffs are rolling around, and even through the little drought we had where we were on our losing streak for a little while, he's just one of the main guys that just kept us all together and just kept us like keep chopping wood, keep carrying water. At the end of this, we're going to look back and just laugh at everything that's going on. So just having someone like that with his character and his knowledge of the game helps make the game so much easier for us. I tell him every single day, I'm so happy I don't even get to just witness greatness. I get to be a part of greatness. So he's in there right now working. He's going to be here for the next 4 or 5 hours still working. I get to see everything that goes into it. And he's definitely helped me take my game to that next level, because there's so many things I'm going to add on to my game that I see him do every single day. It's almost like watching a younger Ricky Ray at the top of his game working right now.
Yeah.
But Trevor ain't no Ricky. Trevor is Trevor Harris. He in his own category. So I'm just so excited to be watching him just do what he does, and his love and his passion for the game is contagious, and it's spread amongst all of us.
What's it going to mean to you and this team to have one more home game after this week?
It means the world, but the job's not finished at right there. There's no satisfaction in just having a home game. That's not what we're chasing, just to have a home game. We hope to have a home game and then go on to play the next game in the West Final and then be chasing for the Grey Cup. So it's just one step in where we're trying to get to. And we're excited to take on that task. But again, it starts this week. That's the only thing we're focused on, is just going 1-0 and beating up whoever's in front of us this week.
Now, when I hear or see someone saying, who's your favorite Rough Rider, I'm finding more and more people are saying your name. They're saying Kian Schaffer-Baker is my favorite Rough Rider, especially the younger fans. In fact, my co-host, Greg, his daughter is actually getting her number 89 jersey done up right now.
No, too nice, man. That makes my heart melt.
What does it mean to you personally to know that so many fans, especially young ones like Emily here, are calling you their favorite?
Yeah, it's a blessing and something I thank God for every single day, because I remember being a little kid and praying to be in a situation like that where kids would be out there wearing my jersey and look up to me as a role model. So that's something I embrace and I take on, and it's a pure joy, and it just warms my heart whenever I hear stuff like that, or I get to have interactions with people who share that kind of feeling towards me. And it honestly motivates me to just keep working harder and keep going, and just to know that I'm not even just doing it for myself. At the end of the day, there's so many other people that are impacted by what I do. So I don't ever take it for granted, and it's humbling and truly a blessing to hear stuff like that.
Well, for Emily, I hope she sees a number 89 touchdown this week when she's at the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Final word to you, Kian. I know you got to get going here. You have Rider Nation listening, watching here. We have this game coming up on Saturday. What do you want to say to the fans?
Rider Nation, this Saturday, make sure you're there. Bring your family, bring your cousin, bring your aunt, bring your brother, bring your sister. Let's get the house packed. We look forward to having some fun, put it on the show for you guys, and most importantly, getting the win. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thanks for your time, Kian. Appreciate it, and good luck the rest of the way.
Yes, sir. God bless. Appreciate you lots.